Picture this, it's 2004. Eminem, the rap god who fears no one, drops a music video mocking the biggest star on the planet. Michael Jackson watches it and smiles, because the king of pop doesn't get mad, he gets even. And what he did next? It was the ultimate power move that left Eminem scrambling for years. This is the story of one of music's most shocking feuds, and trust me, the revenge plot twist will blow your mind. What happens when hip-hop's most savage lyricist goes after the most beloved entertainer in history? You get a feud that shocked the music industry, divided celebrities, and ended in the most heartbreaking way possible. Today, we're diving deep into the explosive beef between Eminem and Michael Jackson, a battle that proved even the greatest rappers can bite off more than they can chew. The year was 2004, and Eminem was untouchable. He'd already taken down pop stars, politicians, and anyone who crossed his path. But then he set his sights on Michael Jackson. In his music video for Just Lose It, Eminem did what he does best, pushed boundaries. But this time, he went too far. The video featured M dressed as Michael, mocking his appearance, his plastic surgery, and most painfully referencing the child molestation allegations that had haunted Jackson for years. There were scenes of Eminem's hair catching fire, mimicking Michael's infamous Pepsi commercial accident. It was brutal. It was personal. Michael Jackson wasn't laughing. In fact, he was furious. He immediately called Steve Harvey's radio show and demanded the video be pulled from television. "I've admired Eminem as an artist," Michael said, his voice trembling with emotion, "but this is disrespectful. To me, to my family, to my legacy. It's gone too far." But here's the thing. Eminem didn't back down. He doubled down, claiming it was just comedy, just satire. He had no idea what was coming. Now, most people would respond with a diss track, right? Maybe some angry tweets? Not Michael Jackson. The king of pop had a different strategy, one that hit Eminem where it truly hurt, his wallet. Here's where it gets juicy. Michael Jackson owned a massive music publishing catalog through Sony/ATV Music Publishing. And buried in that catalog? The rights to Eminem's entire music library. That's right, every beat, every lyric, every song that made Eminem millions. Michael owned a piece of it all. Think about that for a second. Eminem mocked the king of pop, and the king of pop literally owned his music. It's like punching your landlord and then remembering he controls whether you have a roof over your head. Michael didn't need to say another word. Every time an Eminem song played on the radio, every time it was downloaded or performed, Michael was getting paid. It was the most elegant, devastating response possible. He turned Eminem's entire career into his own personal piggy bank. The hip-hop world was stunned. Eminem, the guy who always had the last word, had been checkmated by the most unexpected power move in music history. The industry was divided. On Michael's side? Pretty much everyone. Stevie Wonder called Eminem's video stupid and disrespectful. Will.i.am from the Black Eyed Peas said it crossed the line. Even fellow rappers like Ja Rule, who had his own beef with them, stood with Michael on this one. Steve Harvey, who had given Michael the platform to speak out, made it clear, "You don't mess with Michael Jackson. Period." But Eminem's camp stayed relatively quiet. 50 Cent offered some lukewarm support, but even he seemed uncomfortable with the situation. Dr. Dre, Eminem's mentor, stayed completely out of it, and that silence spoke volumes. The message was clear: Eminem had gone after the wrong legend. Michael Jackson wasn't just a celebrity, he was an institution. Attacking him was like attacking music itself, and the industry wasn't having it. Years passed. The video faded from memory, but the tension remained. And then something unexpected happened. Eminem softened. In interviews after Michael's death in 2009, Eminem's tone completely changed. He expressed regret, saying he never intended to hurt Michael, that it was just entertainment taken too far. He admitted that looking back, he understood why people were upset. In his 2010 album Recovery, some fans and critics noted a more mature Eminem, one who seemed to recognize that not every target deserved his wrath. While he never released an official public apology, his shift in tone was obvious. The cocky rapper who mocked everyone had learned a hard lesson: some legends are untouchable for a reason. But here's the tragic part: by the time Eminem seemed ready to truly make amends, it was too late. On June 25, 2009, Michael Jackson died suddenly at age 50, and the world mourned. The feud that had once dominated headlines became a footnote in a much larger tragedy. Eminem, like millions of others, was left to reflect on what had been lost: not just an icon, but the chance to make things right. This feud teaches us something important. You can be the most talented, the most successful, the most fearless artist in the world, but respect matters. Legacy matters. Michael Jackson didn't need to fire back with lyrics or insults. He had something far more powerful: dignity, ownership, and the kind of legacy that speaks for itself. In the end, the king of pop won without ever throwing a punch. And that, my friends, is the ultimate mic drop. If you enjoyed this story of music's most unexpected feud, hit that like button and subscribe for more untold stories from the industry. And let me know in the comments, do you think Eminem crossed the line, or was it all just entertainment? See you in the next one.